You fucking frog-eating bastards. Remember the time I brought up your name with Nick Diaz and Drew Dober? By the way, any message for Dober I can deliver? You are Ghoul Bros, yeah. I don't remember the Nick Diaz one, but I remembered the Drew Dober one. Or maybe I remember the Nick Diaz one if you did a meet and greet with him. I remember the Dober one, though, and he was laughing about the memes, and you recorded it. You know, get back on the horse, dude. Once we get through Prepelec, it's back on. For the ones that got away. I don't know. Thank you for the 19 months. Best of luck to him, you know. Best of luck to Dober. He's, I remember apologizing to Drew Dober's mum. Do you guys know about this interaction? This is old school guru lore. Basically, people were like making all this stuff up about him. And back then, people were doing stuff. They found his mum on Instagram or something. So I like went out of my way to message her to like warn her ahead of time of the situation and how it was fake. And yeah, she seems sweet. But she never got back to me on anything of it afterwards, though. But you know, it's all good. Are you supposed to take the fucking shells off of pistachios? No. No. No, I'm not that dumb. Will you take the pig mask off and do a face reveal? Yes. Yeah, I'll take the pig mask off. No, I don't have a pig mask on. What am I autopilot responding to? Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm a pig. I have a face of a pig. Thank you. Thank you for the 5. When you were in South Africa, did you ever worry about some avid hunter may mistake the guru for a hippo of some kind? No, I didn't think that I'd be mistaken for some kind of hippo. No. No, I didn't think that. Thank you for the 5. I wasn't in any like wildlife reservations or anything, so... No, I didn't think they'd mistake me for some hippo walking through Pretoria shopping centre. I didn't think that would be a thing. So, no. Americans need to stop paying saying they are free. You pay 70% less tax to have worse murder rates than Africa. They don't have worse murder rates in Africa. You guys keep saying that about these other countries. Like, you got higher rape rates in Africa. No, we actually just look for them in our countries. People just go missing in Africa. There's no murders reported or no one gets arrested for murder. So yes, they have higher murder rates. They have more captured murders. I wouldn't say they have more. You know, we just look for ours. It's like these guys, these Muslims saying, you guys have got more pedophiles than we do. Yeah, we look for them. It's illegal in our country. So of course we're going to have more of them because we consider it wrong and we try and catch them and document them. You know what I mean? Yeah, 0 rape in the Middle East. But anyway, I don't like talking about all this. We got MMA stuff. You're basically the Ginger Hodor from Game of Thrones. All right, man. Thank you for the $2. Is Big Tafa cut after not making 265? And will Michelle Montague fight for the belt someday? Her versus Kayla would be interesting. Chill. Hold the horses on her versus Kayla already, mate. Yes, Big Tafa should be cut after not making 265. And if not cut from the sport, at least take a sliver off the love handle so he can make 265. And then fry it up in a good bit of air fryer. Bit of grease on there, bit of salt, bit of pepper, bit of Cajun spice. Bit of paprika on the side. And it'll be all good. Rue, how many hookers have you been with? Zilch. Never will. I think it's a bad look. Thoughts on looks maxes? Thank you for the $2. I think it's weird. I think it's a weird thing, to be honest with you. Thank you for the $2. I don't need to delve into that looks maxim thing and become even more conscious of everything than I already am. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, float through life, get as yoked as you can. Have a good life. I think things might be all right. But maybe that's just coming from a 4 out of 10. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't know. But yeah, I think it is just a little weird. It's a terminally online thing. Thank you for the $5. I saw a tweet. Find a woman who's willing to see you naked. Chat, I'm not that bad naked. Fucking hell. I ain't got abs or anything, but I'm a bit of a fucking bulky... you know what, chat? Oh, God. I have the capacity to reach Henry Cavill in Man of Steel. And you guys... I have the capacity to reach it, huh? I have the capacity to reach it. I'm not far. So don't fucking get on to me. And I got the hairiness for it as well. So don't fucking start me. No, everyone needs to be built like a fucking twink with abs, mate. You fucking feel you. Lock in. I am locking in. I'm doing it, dude. I'm on the diet fizzy drinks. I'm locking in. I'm going for the Cavill build. I'm going to try and be in the new Space Marine film. I want to be one of them. So hopefully we'll push for that. Anyway, now the chat's annoyed at some bullshit I said. Not far off though, I'm telling you. I've been seeing that. You'll see soon enough. I saw a tweet of pic of Izzy, Dan, and Kai, captioned "Kai is such a creep," and laughed for I saw that as well. For 10 minutes straight, he didn't even do anything. Yeah, it was casual MMA, right? He's in this chat all the time because I'll say some shit on stream and he'll tweet it afterwards. But yeah. I know. It might even be you. But yeah, I know. I saw that as well, and it's so fucking funny. Man, he didn't do anything. He did nothing, and they still fucking shit on him for it. We can't let Vanderlei forget he got karma and kirked. All right, thank you for the 2. Imagine listening to the Zone broadcast and hearing people forget, man. And you start hitting an aerial impersonation about a penny you've seen on the road. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be on live commentary, but you never know where things could end up if it works out. Calories burnt, time on treadmill. I'm not doing time on treadmill. I'm going for jogs. Chat, is this the saddest thing ever, but this is how you get going? I'm walking, and I'm picking a different spot at the end of my walk each time to run home from. I don't have it in me to do a very pathetic run where I'm going to have to stop halfway or anything, so... I'm doing like a walk, and then I'm picking like a spot to like sprint home from, and every time I do it, I'm going to pick a spot further and further back, and then eventually I'm just going to be able to do it from the start. That's what I was doing. I don't know if anyone has heard of Tough Mudder, but when I was 19 I was prepping for Tough Mudder, and that's how I did it, and I ended up being able to do a long run. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's my method. So today I'm going to do it from a different tree back from where I was, and then hopefully by next week I'll be a whole road away or shit, you know what I mean? I don't sprint, but a proper run. There's Guru, if Guru would make a good James P. Sullivan in a live-action Monsters, Inc. Is that the big blue one? I'm Sully from Monsters, Inc. is what you're saying? I bet your mum looks like the fucking receptionist, mate. Just shut your mouth, yeah? I'm watching you, Wazowski. Thank you for the $5. Guru, I've already read it. Thank you for the 5. Impression of Jabli in the crowd watching Islam poo himself in the cage after JDM KO'd him and is running to collect a new ingredient. Come on, I need to run, quick. Quick, somebody else poo, quick. I need to mix it up. And put it in a burrito or something. Something good. I come up with something. Honest thoughts on Allah. It was a different time back then. It just was. Simple as that when it comes to... I don't like that as the argument. What I have as an argument is that nations are built off of these religions. And if your nation has ended up in a position where you can still marry a child in 2025, there might be something wrong with that. So, I don't need to go back to the fucking early dawn of time to say this is wrong and therefore it's all wrong. I can look to now. You know what I mean? Try not to get caught up in semantics and just go off of logic. It's pronounced DAZN. Sounds like some hood nightclub that Happen Ace might frequent. DAZN. Gee, man, you going to DAZN? Yeah. Yeah, I am. We'll see what happens. Thank you for the $5. Goo, can you wish my bro a speedy recovery from his surgery? Also, call him a casual. He's 3, and his favorite fighter is Connor. How the fuck is his favorite fighter Connor at 3? How? That's almost makes him a hardcore fan. His favorite fighter should be like JDM or something. You know what I mean? Or Makachev or something like. His favorite fighter being McGregor at 3 years old means that he knows ball in a way. Oh yeah, have a speedy recovery, dude. Best of luck. I'm sure you know. Follow the McGregor method, man. You know, when he had his ACL tear, he went straight through it, dude. He did all the rehabilitation necessary. And he got right back on the horse and went on to achieve more. You got it, brother. Thank you for the $5, Julio. Thank you for the 5, Amir. Hooker shouldn't be in the conversation for a title eliminator. His only ranked win is a robbery over Gamrot, and he pulled out against Gaethje. Shut up, bitch. Thank you for the... I know not a title elimination bout, but he should get a top-ranked opponent. It's a big fight. We need a big fight for Dan Hooker. Shut up. And it's not that bad of a robbery, man. Damage-based scoring. Shut up. Thank you for the membership, Alex Hood. I appreciate the 36 months of membership. Goo, can you TKO KO Vandalo? At this point, yeah, probably. Yeah. Thank you for the 2, Matthew Sturm. I appreciate the $2, dude. Thank you. I miss Shane Burgos. Dude, first thing I'd do if I was in the UFC is re-sign Shane Burgos, man. I don't know why they don't. Yeah, we'll do members. I got a video coming out after the stream, and then we'll do members after that. You know? Paul Hughes will R-word Usman. I think he'll win, but Usman is really good, and, you know, he could have had an off night. Thank you for the 5 Australian, and I did think he won. I did think he won that fight, but I understand the controversy with the groin shot and the head clash or whatever it was. Impression of Mushemi or Musameshi bragging about his BJJ credentials to a bird at the pub and gets knocked out by some geezer that's held pads a couple of times. Well, just so you know, I'm actually one of the most dangerous people on the planet. Sorry about that, love. Was he fucking bothering you? Thank you for the 10 months. If Benoit Saint-Denis and Benil were RPG characters, they would have the same stats, but in different classes. I know. I don't know how to pick that fight. I just don't get it. I don't know. I really don't. Joe Pfeiffer liked. Body cam off always. Go on, Joe. Take a fucking joke, you fucking idiot. Thank God he's finally taken a joke. He literally had such a layup of a meme for himself waiting for him. I'm glad he's finally accepting it and embracing it, man. Turn that body cam off, dude. Thank you for the membership, Liam Darwell. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 5. Impression of Eugene putting Pantoja to sleep with bedtime stories. Are you proud of me, Dad? I can feel. I can sleep.
Not yet. But once I'm done, you can.
Thank you for the 8 months of membership. Come on, Guru, you can do DAZN partnership, but can't bring back the blackface streams. There was never blackface streams. Thank you for the $2 Australian. Little creep is the best way of describing Kai. Cara France? All right. You guys are really mean to him. How does one learn the Tom Aspinall impression? You got to understand, I'm from the UK, so I hear all these... We do these accents on COD lobbies. You know what I mean? There's a reason in like a social interaction to do a Yorkshire accent, or there's a reason to do a Scouse accent. So it's just sort of naturally ingrained in me. You know? What would it take? Bring back blackface streams. Retriever, you've been one of the longest supporters of the channel. Even though you're not a member, man, I appreciate you. There you go. OGs remember the blackface streams. I never did a blackface stream, so I'm not saying that as proof that I know you're an OG, but you are an OG, brother. Thank you for being here for that long. Guru, is Parkin your cousin? No, Mick Parkin's not my cousin, no. Is it the other way? Whoa. Is it the other way? Show us, show. Okay, this is me and my South African brother. There's a picture of me and my South African brother, cuh. Me and my dogs out in South Africa, cuh. Look at me beaming in the light, man. Me and my South African brother. That's the Kraken right there, I think his fight name was. He's a fighter in South Africa. Look, you can see chat as well in the reflection. This guy's the Kraken. He's a fighter in South Africa. He was at EFC, so I took a pic with him. A true Chad loyal fan of the channel. Poo, 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 poo. Is that an Android? Yeah. I've had it for years. Is the meta dating a hot girl with abandonment issues? The better is like not pigeonholing every single woman into some niche personality type that she's then going to pigeonhole herself into afterwards. I think it's just like, I hope it's just like, go out and enjoy life, and hopefully someone wants to join you in that endeavor. So yeah, I don't know if it's like this weird thing that you have to do the goth thing with also a this. I'm actually a type C personality, but I'm this. You know, that's what I am. I don't know. I feel like there's too much of that these days. Impression of Marab getting his revenge on Guru by crashing his wedding and giving an hour-long toast and then holding him down for 25 minutes. Hey, everybody, I want to say this guy talk a lot of shit and I want to help him, you know. But first he need to be a man first. He need to be a man first and take knees to the thigh, you know. I got JDM. But you think Islam is... Do you think Islam moving up will be a benefit or a hindrance in this fight? I don't know. Oh, I think I've got JDM, yeah. But I'm worried about Makhachev's trips and sweeps. That's where I'm going to be annoyed. If he, like, manages to land inside control on Jack, that's where we could be in trouble. But if he doesn't, and Jack stands his base and doesn't get caught up in the clinch, which he did against Bilal, you know, he pushed forward very well. So, I like that. I like the evidence that we've had. I bought pistachios, a whole bag of pistachio nuts, yesterday, thinking that they tasted good. They taste like shit. These ones, at least. I remember having them before and thinking they were really good, but these taste like fucking shit. Not happy about it. Impression of Paddy not getting revived on the objective. Laddie, I'm down on the B flag, lad. Hurry up. What the fuck am I doing here, lad? Somebody drop me a fucking med pack or something, lad. I'm not eating the shells, chat. But have you got to peel off the secondary bit? Let me tell you what I've been... So these are the pistachios, yeah? These are the pistachios. These. And I'm taking off the shell of it. Yeah? To reveal the nut inside. Do I then need to peel off this, like, flaky bit of the nut? Is that what's tasting bad? Do I have to peel off this, like, other bit? Or is that edible? No. So this should taste good. Right? This should taste good. But it doesn't. And it used to taste good when I was younger. So let's just eat this. I mean, it's alright, actually. Maybe I just had a weird taste in my mouth yesterday. That one was better. But I peeled a bit of the thing off of it, though, so maybe I should do that. They're roasted and salted. Yeah. It's alright. How do you think the rest of Ilia's career will play out from now until retirement? I don't know. I don't know. He'll probably win and then retire soon. I feel like he's going to retire at like the end of 2026. He won't fight in 2027. Unless it's some super fight. Is this your first time not eating pig feed? No, it's not my first time not eating pig feed. Thank you very much. You may have cancer. Pistachios not tasting the same as when you were younger is a common symptom of cancer. Thank you for the 27 months of membership. I don't think that's in any way connected at all. Could you and Kelvin Gastelum do a mukbang series? Yeah. Go on. I'll have to do a burger weigh-in mukbang special with the Tafa bros one day, chat. What do you say? We've got to tailor-make our collaborations for the different fighters and their different personalities. You know? Impression of Kelvin thinking he's at the White House and then he goes, when he does his walkout, Trump tells him to get back to work. All right, Kelvin, you're up.
All right, I'm ready, Holmes. Let's go. Hang on a minute. The lawn's getting pretty long. I thought I told you. I thought I told you to clean the toilet. What are you doing here? All of a sudden, you're wearing gloves. Those aren't the gloves I gave you. Get him on, get him in the toilet and get bleaching.
Underrated skill, JDM is unfazed by the takedown threat. I know. He is unfazed. The unfazed JDM. Yeah. Also, who do you have for Merab versus Corey? I've got Merab over Corey. I like Corey's scrambles a little more, but I just don't think he's going to be able to do the damage on the feet that he needs. I think he's a better scrambler than O'Malley, but O'Malley's more dangerous on the feet. Sandhagen's good on the feet and maybe more well-rounded as a striker, but he's not as powerful. If someone mocks you for losing over something happened 5 years ago, then you know the hatred and guilt is still in them. That's why Jones is still coping. That's the video that's coming out after the stream. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate you. Guru, Stevie Weeby Wrestling Pod? What kind of fucking collab is that? I know who Stevie Weeby is, though. It's Bobby Lee's brother, right? When's the pod with Norma? I don't know. I have to book the candlelit dinner first, I think. You know? Then it'll work. Imagine I set up an interview with Norma for a candlelit dinner and she goes to the toilet 5 minutes in and never comes back. That would be cinema. I just sat there at the table 5 minutes in. So, she'll be back anytime soon, guys. Let's wrap this now. Is John Jones still with Liz's wife? His wife? Yeah, he's still with her. He's still got her captured. God. Le Guru de MMA has got it up, but it's got no views in 13 minutes, so he's not really one of the big dogs, you know?